I do have to ask, and you mentioned her before, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
First of all, this is a personal question, and I'm going to ask every female rapper this. Why is it that doing a song or some type of acknowledgement with Nicki seems to be a rite of passage? Like, and okay, this is where you ISO on me again. This is not her saying, this is me. Like, Nicki just did an interview. I see Asian Doll speaking on it. So many other people, everybody speaking on collabs. And it feels like they almost want like that pat on the back, that cosign. And I look at them like, Nicki's absolutely a legend. She's one of the best ever. But I do wonder when it comes to like female rap, and maybe because I'm not a female, that's why I'm asking you. Latto, why do women who are coming up in this industry look at Nicki the way they do?
I think it just go back to what I said about it being, we was taught about the women that came before Nicki. Our parents played their music, but it's different when a motherfucker come out during your generation. Like, they touch you, like you feel their presence. It's different. Like, it's different. With all due respect to the bitches who paved way for Nicki, but Nicki touched me.
You're a Barb or you was a Barb?
Oh, I'm a Barb.
No way.
Yes, I'm a Barb.
What?
I'm a fucking Barb.
No, you're not a Barb.
What?
Oh.
I stood in line for Pink Friday.
You're lying.
No cap.
Yo, I've been trying to figure out, and by the way, for y'all Barbs, we've beefed enough to stop it. Like, we're done. Like, we got to call a truce. We got to call a truce. Okay, this is like Russia, Ukraine. We got to call a truce. This is done. You stood in line for that?
I stood in line.
I've been trying to figure out.
Can I be honest real quick before you keep going?
Go ahead. No,
I stopped talking about that because they turn it into this thing where, like, of course, everybody, all the new girls, they want to feature with Nicki, and I think it's for the reason that I just said. But they turn it into a thing where it's like you can't give someone they flowers or they props or just, you know what I'm saying, without them thinking that you want something in return, whether it's a feature or a shout out or whatever. I can't even like big up somebody without somebody thinking I'm doing it for a purpose.
Oh,
so I really kind of
expecting something.
Yeah. So it's sad to say, but I kind of fell back from like speaking on it, negative, positive, whatever the fuck. Like, it's like I can't even say how I genuinely feel without it being misinterpreted and being took as like, oh, you just want to feature. You just want to. With all due respect, I love Nicki Minaj. I stood in line for Pink Friday. I got old pictures on the internet wearing my fake Barbie chain. I'm okay with never having the collab. That's my dream collab. But I will die peacefully knowing that I never got it just because that's not what I want from her. I give her my support, her props, because I really grew up on Nicki and she really had an influence on me wanting to rap, and not even just rapping, me as a woman, period. Her demand, her command when she walks in the room, like, it's deeper than rap. But it's sad because I feel like a lot of women like me, female rappers, we scared to even do something because it's like...
It's the Barbs. Yo, you don't gotta say, I'm gonna tell you. It's the Barbs, man. The Barbs are the fucking worst.
I don't like grouping them though, because it be people in my DM like...
Bro, it's the Barbs have made it almost like you either have to be some type of peasant or they're gonna make it seem like you're just begging when you're just showing appreciation. That's everything you said to me sounds like influence. I know. I've battled with these Barbs for mad long. You can't show respect.
They don't like me sometimes either, but you know, I think it's just unfair to group them though too, because
okay, let me do it.
No, it's unfair because a lot of them, not even some of them, a lot of them be like, y'all need to chill the fuck out, get out her DM, da da da. They done made it a thing, like the internet and blogs and shit done made it a thing where you gotta be this like attack everyone fan base. Like, and I don't even think...
I agree, that's whack. I'm gonna tell you where I hope you get to. Mm-hmm. Because Nicki's 100% there. Like, I'm watching Nicki's recent interviews, and you know what I'm saying to her? Yo, Nicki, I don't just lump you in with females. I lump you in with the niggas. Oh. So you keep talking about women. I'm talking about, well, what about this male rapper who came out from 2010 to 2014 who was hot? I'm comparing you with them. Mm-hmm. There are certain people who, like, yeah, like you're a woman, clearly, that have, you know, done some stuff in music.
Yeah.
But I don't think you want to be in some... You don't want to be ranked in only the WNBA. You want to be ranked as a basketball player if you do basketball, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing I've said about Nicki Minaj. I'm like, I'm tough on Nicki because I don't rank her amongst females. I rank her amongst everyone.
Yeah.
What I see with you, I think you're heading there. Where like you're not gonna be like, again, also it's big shoes to be filled.
For real.
Because again, we're not gonna, you know, and this is where my biases come out. You could get at me, it's all good. Listen, we're having fun here. It's all good. I am critical of a lot of female rappers who are dedicated to the craft, and once the fame hits, they start to dilute their shit because they realize they get a audience of females that just love to see them twerk, that love to just see them do other things other than rap. Mm-hmm. The music is always going to be the thing. If you like Nicki Minaj as a rapper, you have to realize the number one thing, Nicki's beautiful, Nicki's everything else, but the reason why she's there 15 years later is because of the fucking music.
Yeah.
She has a dedication, she has a care for
I
that.
agree.
And I try to hold people who I think, and I'm going to hold you to that standard. So even though, you know,
I want you to. I hold myself to that standard.
Hey, this is why you got to clip this, because a couple years later, if I'm like, yo, what the fuck is Latto talking about right now? Like, yo, Latto spit 3 bars and she started twerking in the video. What we doing? I don't want you to get mad at me. Yeah. I'm telling you the standard I'm holding you to.
Yeah.
Because I saw the promise.
Yeah.
I think you're inspired by the right people, and I think that's where you have to head towards.
That's crazy because, like, my whole new era, I've been falling back from that shit. So, like, this album that I'm finna drop, like, I cut a lot of songs that's good, but just because I wasn't feeling the topic anymore. Like, I'm like...
Really?
Like songs that I know your fave would buy right now. But I was just like... That's not how I want to. That's not like I got all these eyes on me, Big Energy Top 20 and shit. Like it's all these new eyes on me. I'm like, I don't want this not my debut album. I dropped Queen of the South, but to them, this the debut album. I don't want that first impression on them. So I scrapped a lot of songs that I know is hits and would be like your faves.
Why?
Next single.
Hold on. Okay, and you just gave me a twofold question. Number one,